This is a First Warn Tri-Cities Severe Weather Alert. Here is Skylar Doyle.
All right, welcome into First Warn Tri-City Severe Weather coverage. We are live on the air now with a severe weather alert. We have current severe thunderstorm warnings just off to the west, First Warn Tri-Cities viewing area. So we're going to come on the air. We're going to stay on the air until these storms cross through the Tri-Cities. We're probably going to be here for a long while tonight until either these storms cross all the way through the Tri-Cities or until they weaken. So we'll stay here with you until we need to go off the air tonight, and we'll make sure that you are staying safe tonight. Here's a live look at current First Warn live Doppler radar. We're tracking a line of storms from just west of Jackson, Kentucky. This severe thunderstorm warning expires at midnight. It does have a tornado possible tag on it and 70-mile-an-hour. And this storm will potentially impact parts of Leslie County. Facebook. And I think we're live on everything again. Okay, so, but again, it's these storms that are just here. I'll disconnect our green screen because everything is not working like it should be tonight. And now we have these storms here, Austin, and as I welcome you in here, and these storms here basically have a wind threat, but this hail has been fairly large with baseball size hail earlier, and even a tornado warning on this hail a little earlier. We go to the velocity here. The strongest winds are where that strongest hail core is between Bettyville and Boonville, but there's still some strong winds here that could end up impacting northern Leslie County, probably Hal Rogers Parkway north of Hine, basically 1006 confluence up toward Buckhorn up in Perry County, if we're looking there. And again, these storms are strong to severe right now, and more storms behind this here. And these storms would impact more of northeast Tennessee. The storms in Kentucky that's going to push into Leslie, Harlan, Letcher counties would be more of a southwest Virginia threat. Storm southeast of Danville, Campbellsville, northeast Tennessee. And then eventually the storm southwest of Campbellsville near Glasgow would be more of a Cumberland Plateau threat. So all this storm, and this is the hail threat's really starting to ramp up here with this storm. Hail threat probably going to stay just north of our viewing area in Perry and Breathitt counties in Kentucky. Probably just north of Leslie County, but that damaging wind threat with this storm bowing out would go into Leslie County, so we'll definitely continue to watch it closely. They're going to also want to note there's an outflow boundary with this storm that could spark some new storms. We're going to have a full-on line of storms move through the area tonight, and these storms could be strong to severe damaging winds, large hail, and again, an isolated tornado cannot be ruled out anywhere across the viewing area. We have a severe thunderstorm watch that's in effect right now. The watch is until 4 o'clock. We'll try to get that on your screen. Let me just get that to where it can be on your screen. Alright, so here's your severe thunderstorm watch. It goes until 4 o'clock for Harlan, Letcher, Leslie, Bell counties in Kentucky, Lee, Wise, and Scott counties in southwest Virginia, and Hancock and Hawkins County in east Tennessee, down toward Knoxville and the Cumberland Plateau area. One severe thunderstorm warning was just expired by the National Weather Service in Jackson. If I look at to see which one that was expired, it would be the southern warning because those storms are weakening just a little bit. But this warning here still from Island City to Bettyville will impact the northern part of Leslie County, Kentucky. And again, if we're not talking about your area right now, your area is not in any danger. The rest of the area, all these storms are going to move southeast. We'll see the storms as we move through the nighttime hours. We've been talking about this for a few days now. That's a complex of storms that could be strong as severe as possible through the overnight hours here on your Sunday night into your early Monday morning here once we get about 14 minutes from now. And that is true here. Austin Hanna is helping me out tonight as well with this overnight severe weather threat. And Austin, what are you seeing on radar? Can you hear me, Austin?
Yes, I can. I'm just watching the chat right now.
Okay, and so as we're watching these storms, they're going to continue the severe thunderstorm warning that goes until midnight there in southeast Kentucky, and with a tornado possible tag and 70-mile-an-hour winds and hail up to the size of golf balls. They're on that warning in East Kentucky, just the west of Jackson to the northwest of Leslie County, And most of this storm stays to the north of Hyden, north of Hal Rogers Park, west of Thousand Sticks, north to the confluence area in Leslie County, Karen. So we'll zoom into these storms, do like a zoom box. And Buckhorn up in Perry County, which is just outside of our viewing area, is in line for these storms. Jackson, Kentucky, in line for some very large hail. If you know folks at Jackson, let them know some hail could be heading their way. And the warning is just to the west of our area right now, but about to move into our viewing area. So I figured we'd come on and give folks a heads up. This storm is producing potential damaging straight line winds, the potential of a few tornado, or the potential of a quick spin up of a tornado, and very large hail to golf ball size hail can be pretty significant if it impacts you. So we'll definitely continue to watch it closely here. Golf ball size hail, nothing to play around with, and can do significant damage. This storm does have a history of producing large hail up to the size of baseballs back into Madison County, Kentucky, back toward the Richmond area, where there is a lot of power outages right now. So as we look at the severe weather threat as a whole, it's medium tonight for basically Bristol, Johnson City, Greenville, west, and it's low for our mountains of counties. So basically, it's low if you're in Johnson, Carter, Unicoi counties in Tennessee, the eastern tier of Southwest Virginia, Tazewell, Smith, Grayson, and then our medium risk of severe weather tonight, including damaging winds, a few tornadoes, an isolated tornado. I'm not going to go with a few. I'll go with an isolated tornado and some large hail that could be up to ping pong to golf ball size hail. This storm here, what's really concerning the Austin, if you look from I-75 just north of London up to Oneida, that outflow boundary. Even without storms, that boundary will produce strong gusty winds, and then we will also have the potential here with these storms to produce, the outflow boundary could even produce new storms, which would be something I'd be very concerned about.
Absolutely.
Because if storms can get isolated, we could have a bigger issue on our hands. So, as Austin circles kind of the area where that outflow boundary is. And what this outflow boundary will be here, I'm going to switch it to velocity because you're from Leslie County in southeast Kentucky. It does include Hyden, does include Thousand Sticks, Dry Hill, Jason, Size Rock, Calliope, Confluence here. And if I zoom in, I'm trying to zoom in to see if this does include Leslie County High School. I'm trying to find where the high school is. I used to know where it was at. And normally I can tell you. Yeah, right here is going to be the high school, the Nixon Center. So basically, down 421, down through the spurs of Hyden, the Leslie County High School, the Richard Nixon Center north in Leslie County. That is where we have a 7 warning until 12:15 in the morning. Breathitt, Clay, Jackson, Lee, Leslie, Owsley, Perry. Again, until 12:15 in the morning. We're going to stay on the air for a little bit, but we might have to restart our internet. So we might have to go off and come right back on. We'll see about that. But again, this is severe thunderstorm warnings for Leslie County in southeast Kentucky until 12:15 in the morning. And we're also, so we're going to do a quick update on this, and then before the storm gets to Leslie County, we're going to restart everything here. So the storm could produce 60-mile-an-hour winds and large hail in excess of 1 inch in diameter. If you're in Leslie County, stay with us. We're going to go off the air. We're going to restart the internet because I think that's basically our whole issue here. And then we'll come back at about, let's see here, what time is it? 11:52. We'll work to be back by midnight. So again, severe thunderstorm warning.